What's up? Mr. John Bell in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for the good luck. Doc Devo as well. What is happening? I'm going to go ahead and try and qualify today. I did 2 hacker rounds yesterday. I don't know. I kind of just got frustrated. I don't know. I'm just kind of down on tournaments here recently, and so I just wanted to kind of try and have some fun. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. I in order to try and kind of counteract my my seeming boredom or whatever with tournament play, yesterday I got creative and like, all right, I'm just gonna try and have some fun here, and just try and like come up with some smash hook drive shots. Because that's kind of how I enjoy playing the game in tour play anyway. So just kind of wanted to give that a whirl. And this course sets up pretty nicely, the course and the winds both. So I'm going to be trying to play a number of smash hook slice shots. I'll be playing them on 4 different holes today for you all. We'll see how they go. I did a minus 15 on my alternate account this morning. I'm playing a slice or a hook on holes 3, 5, 8, and 9, and we'll see how we can do. Jim North and Adam both in the house as well. Thanks for the good lucks, fellas. We'll get things popping on hole number 1. My couple of efforts yesterday, I was going a little deeper than I wanted. I kind of wanted to lay up a little shorter, so I'm dialing the topspin down to 6 here. I'm going to start at the plus 7 yard mark, just to the right of this tree here. Plays plus 10 at a max, so I'm going to go 8.2 rings here. Kind of a heavy wind here, so I'm going to go like not quite full beans, just like 1 or 2 off, and just a little baby curl to the left. I haven't hit a great right yet. I think that the use of that little baby curl will keep it away from the rough on the right. Just barely cleared. We're going to be much more further. Oh, nope. Okay, well, a great right is trouble there. It falls off to the right down there. Okay. Might have to introduce a little bit more curl there then. Ugh. Even with an Apox 7, a great right there, right into the rough. That's all right. The only thing that I've really noticed on this one with my layups so far is that it's playing as a really, really big over adjustment, bigger than we thought. From 376, I was able to play like a right on the min line thorn shot with just one backspin. And it was playing at like a plus 25% at a min. So it's playing significantly further downhill than I was anticipating, even with a long drive down here, if you're avoiding the rough, which kind of disappointed. Alrighty. Let's see if we can pull some wizardry off anyway. Keeping in mind that it's playing as a big over adjustment, I'm going to kind of play it in a similar fashion to a thorn, just a little bit more than that. So we'll go with 3.2 rings here. No, 3.3. .3 was too much. All right. Is that right, Doc? Did I use any left spin on my drive? Is that where I messed it up? I wonder. I forgot to add left spin, didn't I? 2 left spin. That's okay. Well, there we go. Starting off with an error. That's why the great right came in so far. completely forgot to put left spin on. So normally that every time I played that drive, I've used 2 bars of left spin as well. And hopefully we won't have any more schoolboy errors like that the rest of the stream. But yeah, just Doc saying you got that one dialed in. Like, what do your notes have as far as distances and adjustments? Are you finding it like I am, where like a plus 25 at a min from say 375 to 380 mark, basically? How are you playing that one? Let us know if you would. If it's proprietary, don't feel like you have to, but all right. This is a shot that if you have a Wind 5 Power 1 or Power 0 balls, play it here. I'm going to be playing this entire tournament free to play. I just, as a semi-protest to them, what I feel setting up the Winds specifically to use those ball packs that they just put out, that Wind 5 Power 0 ball. So I didn't buy them, so instead I'm going to be playing a little bit different way. But the Wind 5 Power 0 Power 1 ball setup here seems very consistent and like the way to go if you've got those balls. But I just don't want to. So I'm still working on this shot a little bit, but so far what I've got is 2.5 to the right and 5 back. I'm going to find my spot here. So you see where it's kind of sticky right here? I'm going to find that sticky spot, but then go with the red basically just on the rough after I find that spot. And plus 10%, so adding 0.8 will be 8.6 with a slight 1201. Ooh, just barely. All right. Well, that looks much better. So, looks like... trying to think of how to fix that. Should I just go 2.75 right spin is what we'll do. 2 3/4. But still find that same spot. Just a little bit further, just a little notch more to the right. But like I mentioned, see our opponent here. If he hits perfect, I would imagine this is probably going in. The Wind 5 Power 1 ball is the way to go here if you've got it, for sure. 50% wedge. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, plus 25 elevation. Gotcha. Yeah, I drove one into wedge range, but if I'm not, I didn't even watch to see if he was hitting great or if he hit perfect and just missed it or not. Yeah, I my first effort, I smashed. I used this. It was the Apox 7 full top, full OP, and I went 390 and was in wedge range. I just didn't like the looks of it, so I decided I was going to try and just take some off. It was a little bit worrisome there that I came in so close to the rough there with the second bounce. That's a bit worrisome for me, but that's okay. I think that just that high wind, got the king wind there, the 9.1. I think that's just something to make a note of, and I think is also because I forgot to use that left spin as well. Schoolboy error. That's all right. It's just qualifying, no big deal. I didn't drop either of those on my other account either, so it's Tuesday, still getting things figured out. Alrighty, here comes slice number 1. This did not come up well for me, and I don't know if I'm going to continue to play it this way or not, but I think playing on the right's probably the far safer way to go, but I don't know. I just felt like being different, so I'm just going to smash a slice down the left side and try and leave myself like a mid grizzly. So just giving it another look. There's probably not going to be the way that I'm playing this come weekend round, because I don't think it's going to be consistent enough, and there will more than likely be much easier shots to get this one dialed in, playing from the right to left onto that long second fairway for what more than likely will be a relatively straightforward rough bump, just the change in elevation that you're going to be looking at. But this is just another way to look at it. I don't know, just trying to get creative early on, seeing what we can accomplish, seeing what we can do. So, and make sure you get down far enough. Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. Good to keep in mind. Smash it down there in the mid wedge at plus 25. Yeah. Vladimirko in the house. Thanks for the good luck, brother. Appreciate you. Give us another look at this one, just to show you. But as I mentioned, I don't think this is probably the way that I'm going to be playing it come weekend round. But I was just trying to give it a look-see, see what it would do. Got another nice wind here. All right, so we're starting off smack dead center. I'm going to go 8.2, 1-to-1. So that's max plus 10. 8.2. 20 rings. I should end up about 3 rings into the rough if my measurements so far have been good. Into the second cut of the rough, that is. Let's see what that does. I forgot to write down any of my distances from last time, so who knows. But it plays uphill shot, so it's going to be like a basically just 2 backspin and playing it at 1-to-1. Might be a little bit less than 1-to-1, depending on what it looks like. On my successful effort yesterday for this one, I was basically smack dab in the mid. I just kind of eyeballed it, lined it up. So I'm going to do that again just to see what it looks like from 424, since I actually wrote down my distance. I plunked it into the rough. I was way too far to the right. Poor ring counting on my other account this morning, so I plunked it into the rough and didn't really even have a shot for the albatross. So this one should look a little bit nicer. We'll see what it looks like. I want my second bounce to be on the green, or offset there. I'm going to add 5% at 1-to-1 because it looks like I'm a little bit shorter than I was last time. So that's going to be 9 1/3. No. Okay. So it was an over adjustment by a couple of rings. Interesting. Well, it played very uphill. Okay, so even from that distance, we're going to have to take some off. Alrighty. Let me take a look at the angle there. That was an 11:59. I'm going to turn that. going to turn that to it and make sure I do a 1201 from now on, because I did not like the looks of that, and I think that'll help take away some of that subtle change in elevation as you're making your adjustment here. That's the other thing that makes this a little bit of a tricky one, but I think if we can get around that distance, then that's the way to play it. A couple bars of backspin, depending on how far you go, with then ensuring that your second bounce is up onto the green. I think that's the way to go. So, something else to look at. My opponent hit the light, did he? That's how he ended up in that spot. I was not paying any bit of attention. All right, so taking my notes here. So 424, 1-to-1 minus 10% is how I'm going to go with that one at a 1201. So, okay, something to keep in mind. All right. I'm still working on this one as well, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think I found a good spot for my landing position. It's just figuring out the adjustment to get the ball into the hole from there. I have to rewind it and watch that. Alrighty. This is gonna have to be some quick maths. Why is this happening every hole? I saw Fenzel's post about that, I think, on the 19th page. I wasn't really experiencing that, but now I am. Every single hole that I'm connecting to, I get that disconnect right at the beginning of it. Friggin' what in the world? On the bright side, I did the 15 on my other account this morning, and I didn't drop 1, 2, or 3. So hopefully we can make some things start to happen here. 5 will be an interesting one. 5, I hope I can get. Let's see. 5, 8, and 9. If we're lucky, those are the ones that I got. Would recommend playing with a wind ball here again. If you have them to use, then I would do that. I'm going to be still trying to figure out this Kingmaker approach. Just another way to look at this. Something I'm still working on, but we'll give it a look-see. Okay, so 2 and 1, 2 back, 1 left. I'm going to play with the spot here. I'm going to go right there. So it's the very first click where it starts to look over the edge, with no offset whatsoever. An 1159 pull times 6, 4.8, 12.8 rings. 10. 12.8. I have to release from the right. Come on. All right, well, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm just going to have to click it offset left edge now. I hate that adjustment, having to make it twice. And it was a poor pull on my part because I couldn't see. Fat finger got in the way. Offset left edge. 1159. Make sure to write that down. But that's it. So again, another way to look at that if you are lacking any kind of pay-for-play balls and you're looking to play with a Kingmaker, that's the way to do it. The numbers there, I play plus 60% at 1-to-1, so 60% of 8.8 is 4.8, so we add that and played it as 12.8 rings. Just another something to look at there for you. But that was my best look so far. I'd under-adjusted every time, and I'd finally come up with that 60% number. So that's what I was... that was the math that I did in my head. I have no idea what that would equate to as far as slider play goes, but you can mess with it and figure out what 8 works itself out to at to 12.8 rings. Yellow on the rough. 7.2, so 6.5 rings. Oh, it caught the rough? No way. No way. That low of a wind, it caught the rough? That's annoying. No way. I have not caught that rough yet. What in the world? Not a single... I played this 4 times now. This is the 4th time, and I have never once come even close to that rough. I have no idea what that was about. The wind was so far down. I don't know. Frustrating for sure. I'm going to have to take another look at that. I did plus 10 max at them, but my end point was right where I've been with my other drives, so that's why I'm so confused right now. I counted it all out, and it was a little further to the left, but it was a minuscule wind, so I thought that would take it out, but it did not. Not even close. Not even close. Just pour. Max -5, we'll say here. 6951. Well, it's qualifying. That's all I'm going to say about that. We'll get it worked out. That's annoying. Is it playing as a plus 15 for however you guys have been playing your shots there? God, that's annoying. Let me look at it one more time here. Let me see where I ended up. 10, 20, 5. Huh. All right. Well, I don't know. Gonna have to figure that one out. I think I'm just gonna. I mean, it looks like I counted the rings right when I was looking at it, but who knows? Who knows? Ugh. Who knows? I tried a couple different things here, but didn't come up with anything meaningful for number 6, so I just smashed full OP APOC on this next shot, and just going to smash it as far as we can. See how far we get this time. I tried a slice down the left side here, and had to go full OP, full topspin sniper to get up close to the green, even smashing it all the way down there on the left side. So gave up on that. You can get over with a full OP and a Kingmaker here. And so that's what I'm going to do, just blast it. Just going to try and stay away from the left edge. I just used full topspin and went dead center and made my adjustment this morning. So I'm going to use a couple bars of right spin to get further away from there and to try and get a little bit better angle of attack away from the rough so that we're not adjusting down to that trap with our second shot. It's going to be a tricky one, but, it's going to be one where all week long you're probably feeling like you're really close, but not quite dropping. And it's just such a massive downhill shot, and you're going to have to blast one or use a pay-for-play ball, like Power 5 ball to get over for your second shot anyway. So give yourself a round of applause. Well done. So it's just going to be a full beans, inconsistent. You're going to have to really kind of feel it out, play, or a Power 5 ball. If you've got a Power 5 Win 3 ball, then maybe going with one of those would be your safest play, but then you're lacking the side spin. And the side spin is something you're probably going to want on your second shot here as well because of the funnel and the way that works. You want to more than likely keep it over most of your left spin in order to try and not have your adjustment be going down into the trap, as you see there, or off into the rough. 417, that's 17 yards further than I got with the APOC 6 this morning. So good carry there with our perfect shot. Plus 15. Okay, so plus 15 on 6. We'll go plus 15. Yeah, I'll put that on my notes because that will keep us further to the right and away from that rough. So good thing to note. Good thing to keep in mind. From 400 yards, I play this as plus 40. So we're gonna go like plus 30. It's 17 further yards. Plus 25 at 1-to-1. No, I'm gonna keep it as a big over adjustment. I'm gonna go plus 30 at 1-to-1. So let's see what that looks like. All right, we'll go there. Plus 30, so adding 2.2, 9.5. Nah. I want to get further to the right there. I wasn't finding the offset that I needed, even with all the left spin. I wanted to be further offset, but I couldn't get there. So let's add a little bit of curl to the right. Let's curl to right edge is what we'll call it. Right edge to right edge. Try and get it so full top to right, and then try and get it a little bit further over. Gonna have to. What do you mean you just managed to hit a good drive on 3? Were you trying not to? Or are you just having a hack? So wasting them. Oh. Frustrating round. That's all right. We still got a chance to turn it around. Still working on our par 3 here. I think I'm starting to get it figured out, but it's not worked yet. And I even had one yesterday that went real haywire, so we'll see. I'm going 1 right and 3.5 back. Making sure that we center it smack dab in the middle of the rough. At 7.4, I'm going to go dead at it. Plus 2.2, plus 30% at 1-to-1. It's 2.2, it's 9.6 rings. A slight 1201. What in the world? I cannot believe that. Oh my God. That doesn't make any sense. Good Lord. I wish this one is a hack. I'm gonna have to look and see what the numbers are. Jesus. What in the world? Well, I'm starting to think that the Kingmaker rough bump with a sniper here is not in play, because I've had drastically different outcomes, including missing the rough and shooting past into the trap, and now missing short and staying in the trap. That I don't even know. With drastically different outcomes with essentially the same process is not good. It's not good at all. And now we're gonna miss it. I'm going to have to just abandon that and figure something else out. I don't know what, but something else has to happen there, because it's the least consistent thing I've might have ever played. No idea. How can I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let me see what we're working with here. 9. We'll see. If I get 8, if I land this shot, then get the eagle, I'll go ahead and qualify. If I miss it, then I'm gonna forfeit and take the bogey and retry tomorrow. Since I know that I can go ahead and not qualify. if since there's already people at 9 under, I might just say no and do it again tomorrow because I'm just having one of those rounds. But that's all right. That's all right. This is one that I'm really hoping to get, like, well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this works. I've tried 3. I tried I just did an APOC and a Kingmaker on this account yesterday and came up, like, I think I was just a little to the right. But then I worked and got a Thor 7 hook that came in really nicely. So that's what I'm going to try again here and see how it works. I'm still trying to kind of work it out, but I took a little bit of topspin off with my effort earlier today, and I did not like the results. So I think I'm going to go full top 1.1 left. All right. Going to eyeball this dead center of the second fairway. 1.1, or 1-to-1 rather. And my end point should be right along that first row of whatever that is. So 8.1, 20 rings. Yep, right there. Slow down. Missed the rough to slow it down, but that was what we were looking for. Take a look-see and see what this rough iron shot looks like before we decide if we're going to forfeit or not. .1. Okay, so I think wind is just going to be a really important factor here. So 8.1. I'm going to take 1 off of full top. Under 8. I'll go full. Keep working with that. I don't see any kind of funnels or anything. It's just going to be a perfect as in situation. From this short, a great perhaps could work as well. And I favor a great right, so I'm actually going to see if a perfect or a great right hopefully will still be in. We'll see. Ugh. Okay, so it's going to have to be a perfect as in situation. So if you get a big wind there, then that'll be playable. So if you've only got a Thor 6, maybe you could try that with a Titan in order to compensate for not having quite full topspin. All right, well, it's going to be last chance saloon tomorrow then. That means we just grip it and rip it with this one, see what happens. I've only got 1 globe left, so I'm not going to be switching to that no matter what. Just hope for king wind and rely on our APOC 7 to do some damage. Just got to remember to forfeit if we're going to make an alba, though. What's up, Rock? What's up, Matt? What's up, Dave? Davik? Oh, tiny wind. Tiny little baby wind. That's no good. You didn't miss much. I've been having just a horrible, horrible round. Little baby wind. I don't like that one bit. Right over that rock. Looks good to me. See what happens. All right, that's a position I've been in before. Yeah, Rock, it happens. It's qualifying, and I got to the point where it was. I don't know what the deal on 7 is. That's really frustrating. I'm not sure why it's reacting that way. I've tried 1201, I've tried 1159, and with each of them I've just gotten drastically different results. So I'm just going to have to try and play something completely different there, because the rough bump is just way too inconsistent. So let's see what we can do with this thorn shot here. If it goes in, I'm going to have to make sure that I still forfeit. Alrighty, we're just going to do no spin, dead at it. Let's see, 1.2x4 is 4.8, so 15.9, 16.7 divided by 2 is 8.35. Well, there you go. Easy peasy. Again, not sure what that would equate to for your sliders with your thorn. My notes say X plus 40% over 2. So whatever. Here, I can show it one more time. I'm not sure what the distance on the drive was. I'm just playing it as a straighten out, no spin shot. So whatever, what's this, 11.9? Whatever you plug into your apps, whatever that turns into 8.8 and a third, basically. So 8.3, 8.4, something like that, whatever that works out to for you. And that's the only highlight that we really had. Still trying to kind of get things worked on, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but a couple different ways for you to play these holes and try and attack them. Hopefully I provided you some decent entertainment and some different ideas about things that you can do. A lot of the tournaments kind of become formulaic, but the beginning of the week can be some of the most fun, trying to experiment and see what you can do. So keep that in mind, especially early on. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook message if you have any questions about anything that you see today. I'm more than happy to answer and give advice or any kind of stuff like that. Appreciate you all being here. Thanks for all the good lucks and hanging out with me. And then Rock, I don't know. It just works, man. It just works. Thank you again to everybody. I'll see you guys all around the streams the rest of the day. Appreciate it. See ya.